See, that's why I love flying Appleton Airport. Just in and out of security in 4 minutes, which is awesome. We are going to Michigan. We being you and I. I'm flying by myself, but I bought a new car, and I'm kind of excited, a little bit nervous. Bought it sight unseen. Literally looked at, like, I think it only had 9 pictures on the listing. Got listed Friday. Called the dealer Saturday, bought it, and now we're flying out to go pick it up. So, you know, small airports are great, but the problem with flying from one small airport to another small airport is that you usually have to stop at a big airport in between. So we were stuck in Chicago for like 4 hours, which obviously puts me behind schedule here because I got an 8-hour drive ahead of me now after I get the truck. But one of the parts ladies was kind enough to pick me up, so I'm going to go meet with her. She's going to drive me over to the dealership, and then we'll be on our way. So rather than keep you waiting like I feel like everybody does when they do one of these vehicle buying videos, this is a 2022 Ford Bronco. So I'm out here at Mel Ervin Ford. This is a very small town dealership here in Michigan. So I actually had to fly over from Wisconsin to pick it up here, but they've been extremely good to work with. This vehicle was listed Friday. I saw it already after they had closed. So I set an alarm for Saturday morning, called up, talked to Steve, and I was like, I want that truck. So here's my credit card. Let's get it bought. And it was handled. He sent me a copy of the purchase contract, and what I really love is there's no crazy fees that all these dealers are trying to charge. They're not adding on some ceramic package that they claim can't be removed. It's a $175 document fee, which is cheaper than most document fees that I run into nowadays, and they're just straightforward, you know, no messing around. I tell him I want the truck. He says, okay, it's yours, pay the money, and now here I am a couple days later picking it up. So then specifically, like I said, 2022 Ford Bronco. It's a used unit, but obviously still very new. But it's pretty much the only way to get one if you want it right now. So this is actually a base model, but it does have the Sasquatch package on it, which has basically everything that I need and nothing that I don't. It still has like a nice screen and all that stuff too. Man, I am so freaking excited to drive this thing back. Usually I wouldn't be this excited about a 7 or 8 hour drive, but this is going to be so nice. I loved the Raptor. I thought the Raptor was great. But there are a few key reasons why I decided to make the switch. And I guess before I explain that, like I said, this is a base model, but you still have a digital dash, you still have a nice screen, you still have all the GOAT modes and all the good off-road features like the locking front diff, locking rear diff, you have the trail turn assist, all that stuff. So even though it is a base model, like I said, this is the Sasquatch package, it's kind of designed for off-road use. It has everything that I need and absolutely nothing that I don't, which also means that it's a better price too. So yeah, I'm kind of going from one extreme to the other. The Raptor is obviously a very wide truck. I did have an extended cab, and I intentionally had an extended cab because I didn't want the extra length on the trail either. And it was good off-road, don't get me wrong, but there were lots of situations where it was very tight. Now me, I didn't really care about scratches in the paint or pinstriping, because for me that was the way that the trade deals worked out to get to it. It was a cheap truck. It's still expensive, but I got really good deals on it, so I didn't care quite as much. Now the Bronco, I wouldn't call it a small vehicle, but it's almost a foot narrower than the Raptor is. And then obviously the big change here, this is a 2-door Bronco, so it's way shorter, but I think it's going to be excellent on the trails. The other thing is, it's going to be nice to be in a newer, modern vehicle with a warranty, and just, I maintained the Raptor well so that it was reliable, but I shouldn't really have to do anything to this other than probably replace the alternator through the TSB, because we all know how that goes if you watched the previous video down in Arkansas. That's day number 4 if you haven't seen that one. But yeah, it's going to be nice. You know, this you can drive along the freeway, do 80 miles an hour, and it doesn't feel like a big giant truck. It just drives mostly like a normal car, even though it's still on 35-inch tires stock. The sun came out of nowhere, which is nice. I'm also just about to cross the Mackinac Bridge. And I've been to the UP a million times, but I've never actually gone over the bridge. So I'm excited for that. But it's up there, I promise. I mean, it doesn't compare to like the bridges in Key West, because this water is probably 50 degrees and freezing cold. But it's pretty scenic. The UP is not even like the rest of Michigan. Like, immediately you cross over.
Then turn right onto US 2 West toward downtown St. Ignace.
Shut up, thank you. It's just way more pretty. And I don't know how.
At the next
I don't know.
stop sign.
Oh
turn
my
right.
gosh! Stop talking. Why does it want me to go right and then left again? I don't understand this thing.
At the stop sign, use the right lane to turn onto US 2 West toward downtown St. Ignace.
Anyway, what I was saying is, I don't know how the deal worked out where Michigan gets the UP and not Wisconsin. I feel like it belongs to Wisconsin.
Then turn left onto Church Street.
Stop interrupting me. I promise I don't have an anger problem. As far as build plans go for this thing, I actually took a lot of the equipment off of my Raptor that I'd be able to reuse on here. So, like the rough country winch that I had in there, that'll go on here. Obviously, I'll need a new winch bracket, so I'll probably snag up another winch bracket from rough country because they're like $200, and I think they look fine. The Morimoto triple fog light kit I pulled off the Raptor, that'll go on here as well. I just have to get new brackets for that, which I actually already ordered those, so those are on the way. I also have some Morimoto big bangers on the way that are going to go on the A-pillars, so those are coming. I need to get brackets for those yet still. Wheels and tires, since the truck is white, I'm really thinking I might go gold, and obviously the leader in gold wheels is probably Method. I've had those on, I had it on the F-150 Platinum, I had it on the Raptor. I don't see why I wouldn't get Methods again. They've been super great to work with, so probably gonna go with them. But the decision I have to make is, do I want to put a small lift or level kit on here, or maybe even just like the Eibach spring kit? That'll give me like 2.5 inches up front, 1.5 inches or so out back. That would let me run 37s. So I gotta make a decision. Do I want to stick with the 35s and stock suspension, or do some suspension work and bump up to 17-inch wheels and 37-inch tires? I think that would look really mean, but still not sure what I want to do yet there. But there's a lot of other stuff that needs to get done too. Like, I got to figure out an air compressor setup here. I'm probably going to do a built-in one rather than like the portable one that I had last time. I got to get my Midland radio mounted in here. I have 2 of the handhelds that'll work for now, but I want to get a permanent solution in here as well. And I took that out of the Raptor. So there's a lot of things to get done. Like I said, I already have some parts on the way, but some of the companies that I work with on the Raptor, obviously I'd love to work with those guys again. So we'll see what all happens here for 2023 plans. And of course, the people that are hooking that all up, Custom Offsets and Trail Builds, are the guys that make all the connections happen. So I'll be working with them to hopefully get some stuff done on the Bronco relatively soon. If you know me in real life, you know that usually my vehicles only last, I would say maybe a month before they're on at least wheels and tires at the very minimum. So literally, this gets home, I already have some parts waiting. So tomorrow I'm going to start throwing stuff on here. Well, the sun is going down here. It's going to get dark soon. There's probably not much more to show you, so that kind of wraps up the video. If you guys want to subscribe, I'd appreciate that. I don't only post Bronco stuff. I post all my adventures when I decide to film them anyway. Always, if you want to follow all my stuff, you can follow me over on Instagram at Parker_Fuller. And I post there a lot more regularly. So that's it. Thanks.